The Annapolis Yacht Club presents Wednesday Night Racing, produced by T2P TV. Brought to you by Boston Whaler, the official powerboat of Wednesday Night Racing, and the Boatyard Bar and Grill.
Welcome to the Annapolis Yacht Club Wednesday Night Series, brought to you by the Annapolis Yacht Club, T2P TV, and the Boatyard Bar and Grill. I'm Dave Gindel, filling in for Ashley Love this evening. It's the second race of Series 3, and we have a beautiful northwesterly wind flow. It's been blowing all day, building nicely. It's probably in the 12 to 14 knot range. Northwest means flat water here in the river, and a spinnaker start with starboard poles. Our first start of the night, ORC1, all clear. It is a drag race out the river here on the starboard jibe with flat water. Ramrod holding down at the pin. Tenacious and Sundog up here at the signal boat.
I'll take Tenacious.
Tenacious was a superb start this evening. The spinnaker was drawing. They were at or near full speed when the signal horn went. Right over the line and on their way out into the bay. ORC2 start. We are about 15 seconds from the start. We see a little bit of a couple overeager downwind sails sneaking out there. And there's the signal. They are underway. And they are off here. Here's QA2 looking very strong right out of the gate. Now, it's a bit of an interesting move to protect the windward or right side as you're working your way out here. I've seen the breeze coming forward as they get out into the bay. So those boats up here to weather, QA2, Rattle and Rum, Aviento, Ippon, all are on the what looks to be the side that's going to be a lot more free as they make their way out into the bay. So worth defending this windward position. And just to remind you that it is a solid 12 to 15 knots here in the river. We've got a little bit of a boat handling issue underway. So there was some boat on boat back and forth that led to this. They're going to recover quickly and make their way out. I see that coming.
Let's sneakers.
So as the ORC boats are rocking and rolling out the river, and they're getting out the river in a hurry, we catch up with the J105's massive fleet again tonight. There's the signal.
Did Chessie make that?
Chessie made that very nicely.
Oh.
And Patriot right on their stern, trying to get hooked there. This seems to be the spot, Bruce. I think watching Chessie, Patriot, Doghouse, these boats up here, this windward end of the line is where you want to be, and it's worth fighting for. We just saw Patriot make a big bold move to get over top Chessie. We see Rum Puppy here holding off Tenacious. It's worth fighting for this weather lanes. We've moved just up into the river and caught up with the Harbor 20s, rounding a leeward mark here. What we're seeing is not surprising in this wind direction. The breeze is really funneling out of the Severn River. So a bit of a choke point here at the mouth of the river, and a big gust right at this leeward mark. So fairly interesting here. We've got a nice pair rounding together. One boat with a reef end and one boat with a full mainsail, and they're pacing pretty evenly together. So there's enough breeze that the reef will keep you a little more stable. It's not going to shoot you out the back. The White Fleet is approaching the leeward mark, and it's the team of Brian Wiersma and Tim Mangus holding things down with a pretty solid lead here. That's maybe a 50, 75 yard lead over the second place boat that's rolling in here, Brilliant, led by Ken Appleton. Back on the other racetrack, just a few hundred yards away from that turning mark of the Harbor 20s, we've caught up with the J30 start. It's like 6 boats out this evening. We've got a bunch of different philosophies here coming off the starting line. We've got the jib reaching out, we've got the full spinnakers out, and we've got the semi-full spinnakers out. But everybody's making tracks out the river. It's just one of those nights. Straight line speed, flat water. We've made our way back out towards the mouth of the river, caught up with Rod Javen and his Far 400 Ramrod, who is leading the fleet back into the river. Some long, hard upwind work here, get it back into the Severn and to the finish.
And they have a colossal lead.
They do. They do.
And the woodwinds are flying big.
Next boat in the ORC1 class is John Pica and the Senatore crew. These guys are looking like they're having a fun ride in. This is probably the breeziest it's been this entire evening. It's probably every bit of 14, 15 knots here. So this is very much a main sheet trimmer helmsman section of this race. We've seen some upwind borderline wipeouts here in some of these big puffs. We've seen others well under control trucking in here. So the communication between the main sheet trimmer and the helmsman is everything at this point.
Right on, Dave.
Yeah, I mean, you would think it's going to lay down a little bit as you get closer in here to the harbor, but the trick is when it's coming off the land like this of the Academy and of Annapolis, it's quite puffy. So there's some lulls and there's some really sharp puffs and sharp direction changes. Bruce Irvin and the Time Machine crew looking very dialed in here. These guys have sailed a ton this summer. They did the Annapolis to Bermuda race. They've done almost every Wednesday nights, weekend regattas. They look very dialed in here. And some big smiles in this big breeze. Another team that's been out a lot this summer and has it very switched on, Ed Hartman and his Mademoiselle team. Looks like we got a variety of ages on the boat there. Everybody looking sharp, some big smiles, and they're pressing their way into the harbor as well. Ben Kabuko and the Zool team making their way across the finish here in the harbor. This breeze held the entire length of the course, the entire evening. A lot of hiking here on this last segments.
Just perfect.
Beautiful. After a 2026 Wednesday night race season that started out with a lot of frustration, tonight was the night it all came together. A wonderful, breezy, cool northwesterly flow, flat water, some great racing here in Annapolis. On behalf of T2P TV, the Boatyard Bar and Grill, and the Annapolis Yacht Club, I'm Dave Gindel. Thanks for watching.
The Annapolis Yacht Club presents Wednesday Night Racing, produced by T2P TV. Brought to you by Boston Whaler, the official powerboat of Wednesday Night Racing, and the Boatyard Bar and Grill.